Hey guys, this is your boy Kaiser with another vlog. Could not vlog because for the past 2 days it's been raining and the roads have been freezing, so that was not safe, especially since my front tire is close to bald. That's kind of why I'm over here at the Freedom Power Sports, to see if my tire came in yet. Nope, apparently not. Still not has come in, which is annoying. I have to wait Thursday, so I still have to wait a little bit longer, annoyingly. If you guys see this tire, this is going to disappoint you. I've been trying to get my tire for a while, and it's just been taking a minute. Make sure my bag's tight down, because it's been moving around a bit. Tighten this side, too. I think, actually, that's good, yeah. Alright, let's go for a ride, shall we? Now today's topic is gonna be why I think Chinese bikes are the perfect motorcycles for beginners, absolute beginners, like zero experience at all with any kind of two-wheeled gyroscopic machines or steeds or horses, whatever you want to call them. And why do I think those bikes are perfect for beginner riders is because, one, they're cheap, two, well, they're very easy to work on, and also three, if you have a problem with the bike, it forces you to have to go on the internet and research. And the cool thing about Chinese bikes is, well, actually, you probably wouldn't think this is a cool thing. You guys wouldn't like it, but I think it's a cool thing, because this is every rider should know and have the skills to have, is knowing how to wrench on their own machine. That's extremely important, especially because people are scared on working on their own motorcycle and breaking something. Don't be scared, it's okay. Chinese motorcycles, a lot of places will not work on your motorcycle. That's true. They will not work on Chinese bikes, for one, because they can't get the parts, and two, because, well, it's Chinese. And they're just gonna be that way. Woo, it's kind of chilly today. Chinese motorcycles, why I think they're absolutely great for beginners, is because they're very cheap. They're very, very cheap. And if you were to crash one, it's very easy to repair and replace the damage, and, you know, to do your own thing. And plus, they're great to mod on. They're very easy to mod and make it whatever you want to, like I did to my old DF when I used to have it. But if you were to crash, which it's guaranteed it's going to happen, you will crash. Because if you were to try to start, you know, motorcycling, you have no choice but to go get your permit, because MSF is closed in most states because of CV19. Engine brake though. And you know, I think that's a good thing, because if you crash, it forces you, if the bike survives enough, it forces you to have to research how to research, and it teaches you tactics and techniques and how to research for parts that you can't find. And the cool thing about Chinese bikes is the replacement parts are extremely cheap. Very cheap. Very, very cheap. So there's literally no worry if you were to crash. And plus, if you were to crash, it's not going to be so hard on your bank. It's going to be very easy. Very easy on you. It's not going to be ripping that money out of your booty hole. You know, you're just going to be financially great. And that's why I think Chinese bikes are awesome for beginners. They're very easy to get you started motorcycling, because the fact they're very inexpensive. Now, some of you guys are probably thinking, I don't want a Chinese motorcycle. They make crappy products. They're not reliable. How reliable are they? They're probably not going to be reliable. I'm going to probably have all these problems. That's a cool dragon head. I want a helmet that looks like a dragon head. Anyways, off the topic. You know, it's probably not reliable. I'm going to tell you that isn't true. You know, honestly, every country makes shitty products, like America. we make good products and we make shitty products that is not reliable. That's the truth. That's every country. So that kind of bias needs to kind of die. That needs to get out of your head if you're thinking that. Because that little DF250 RTG that I used to have, it was Chinese. It was a Chinese motorcycle and it had a Zhongchen motor, and that thing was more reliable than you think, even after I crashed it 3 times and fixed it, which surprises me how well that thing survived. Really does why, you know, that's really why motorcycles, Chinese motorcycles surprised the shit out of me, because of how I was really surprised. I was so stoked and like, whoa. Okay, these guys are actually, you know, they're not so great in quality, but they're more reliable than you really think. And it also, the good thing about Chinese motorcycles is that they force you a habit to make sure everything is nice and tight. That's what I had to learn on my DF250 RTG, is that, you know, the bolts on the kickstand would fall off because it was literally bolted to the engine, and the engine vibrated a lot. Not even Loctite would hold it. So it caused me it created a habit in me to make sure that everything was bolted down and tight. You know, that's one thing why I think Chinese motorcycles are perfect for beginner riders. I'm gonna back off from this guy. I'm too close. Oh my gosh, I got a car way up my butt. So, you know, and plus I put 11,000 miles on the DF250. That's right, 11,000 miles, and I still didn't have a single problem with the engine. The only thing I had a problem is that I had to make sure the battery was connected all the way, because I got stranded temporarily until some guy on a truck was nice and awesome to help me out. Oh, thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. He stopped. He's like, "You okay?" I said, "Yep, my battery is disconnected and I didn't bring my tools and I can't go anywhere. My engine won't even turn on or anything." So he helped me tighten down my battery quite very tight, to the point that it never even came off again. So that's also why I think Chinese motorcycles are perfect for beginners. They teach you habits, great habits, and they're very easy to wrench on. I'm gonna go this way again on this second vlog because I like this road, and there's another road that I want to check out. What a beautiful day. Catch some speed right here. Try to climb this hill. I was thinking about putting a 41, but I was like, nah, I think the 16 tooth is enough. It would be way too high gear and it would be too much on the transmission. So I'm not gonna do that. Now, Chinese motorcycles, they're not as bad as people think they are. I put 11,000 miles on my bike, like I said before, and the only thing I had to do was make sure things didn't fall off. Granted, yeah, it wasn't so great in quality. The brakes weren't so great, neither was the suspension. Yeah, the bike was a little small, but why should that get in your way? That's a good thing. It teaches you habits to take care of your motorcycle, make sure things are tight. It gets you a habit to do inspection on your motorcycle to make sure she's good and ready to go before you take a ride. And that's one thing I think riders should start off with, is a Chinese motorcycle. I think I just went the wrong, yeah, I did. Shoot. I do that every time here. So I'm going to turn right here. Kind of whip it around a bit. And the cool thing is, they're very moddable. Just like this motorcycle. They're even more easier moddable. And they're super simple. And, you know, beginners, you would want a super simple motorcycle, because if you don't have a super simple motorcycle and you start having mechanical problems, for a noob, that's a nightmare. That's an absolute nightmare. Well, this is a nice little curve. Yeah, it's a nightmare. I don't think you want a complicated motorcycle to work on now, do you? I wouldn't. And that little motorcycle, that Chinese motorcycle, is what taught me how to do valve adjustments and how to wrench it, and it taught me how to replace parts if I was to wreck it. It was super easy. You know, it was very easy. There's nothing to worry about. Don't be scared to work on your own motorcycle. Don't be scared. It's okay. Take the chance. You know, the point of motorcycling is trial and error. I mean, there's no such thing of not trial and error, because if that's you know, when you motorcycle, that's what's going to happen to you. You're going to get trial and error. That's just what's going to happen. And that's a good thing, because trial and error is what makes us better as humans. It makes us do better, you know. That's the point of it. You want to make some mistakes and learn from it, you know. It makes you better as a rider, as a motorcyclist, and you just, you know, you're just in general better at wrenching, how to ride in general, all of that stuff. And that's why I think Chinese motorcycles are great. And you know, the top most quality Chinese bikes, if you want to go and you're really thinking about starting riding and you want a motorcycle that's not so expensive and you don't have the money for, I don't know, a few grand motorcycle, you don't got that money, well, here's some motorcycle Chinese companies. The highest end, the best quality out there is Benelli. Benelli is first placed in they're like Japanese quality motorcycles. That's not a lie. They're very, very nice motorcycles. I've driven a Benelli 135. It's like a Grom clone, but it looks sick. It looks really cool. And I've also what was this other one? There's another, it's a 125cc. That one was pretty freaking lit. That one was super nice. I love the way, like, their clutch is super smooth. The engine is super smooth. Is that oh my gosh, that was glass. That was some glass on the road. What the hell? Tried to avoid that, but I couldn't. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. Second place is CSC motorcycle. No, actually, Lithian, tomato. I don't know how you say it. It doesn't matter. But you probably know what I'm talking about. They are second place, and they are also very nice motorcycles as well. There's another one I forgot, but they're very inexpensive. Now, Benelli and Lithian, however you want to say it, they're gonna be the few thousand to a little bit up to close to $6,000 motorcycles or more, because they're very nice quality Chinese bikes. And if you got the money to spend a few grand, but you don't have the money to spend 10 to 15 grand on a new motorcycle, there you go. You know, Benelli and Lithian is the way to go. Now, third place is CSC motorcycles. They're not so great, like their engines aren't so high quality, but yet they're very durable. And I'm gonna go around this guy this way. Let's go this way to the right and see where this leads to. I don't know this road. This is an interesting road. But CSC, the engines now, the clutch, the engines are really good. They're powerful and they're not expensive. Their bikes are CSC has a motorcycle that's equivalent to this one, except for its top speed 68 miles an hour. Unless you do some gear ratio changing, then you can get equivalent to this motorcycle. And if you're into cafe racers, the SG250 is a perfect beginner's bike, and it's very cheap. It's about as much as the DF that actually, it's a little bit more expensive. DF was cheaper, but it's a great bike to start on. It's very inexpensive. It's like $2,000, so it's very easy to start on. And plus, the good thing about it, it's very simple. It's a simple motorcycle, which is perfect for beginners. Simple motorcycles, the more simpler, the easier the maintenance and repair it is. Especially if you crash it, it's even easier. And the parts are a lot cheaper. I'm gonna go left because out of curiosity, I want to check this road out. I'm gonna take a nice little left here. I just love this, man. You just go and take some random roads and just have a blast. Totally disregarding the speed limit right now, going 45 on a 35. The only thing I gotta worry about is myself and cops. But CSC motorcycles, they got cheap motorcycles for beginners to start on, which is perfect. They have great motorcycles. I'm not trying to lean this motorcycle too much because the front tire is at a critical point now. So I'm trying to take it easier on her. Woo, that was bumpy. So, like, you know, it's not a bad idea to start on a Chinese motorcycle. They're great. They're perfect for noobs. So, if you want to start riding, I suggest getting a Chinese bike. And to learn and get your skills improved, to improve your skills. And when you get a little better, when you know you're confident enough for a nicer bike, you can sell it and get a nicer bike. And Chinese bikes, they're very friendly. They're very friendly, like they're not so, you know, complicated. They're very easy to drive. The DF250 was pretty easy, except for, like, I don't know, sometimes it got complicated. This is quite weird. Huh. I wonder where this is gonna go. I'm gonna go right. Little off road, little weird back road I want to be careful on since it's a single lane. So let's watch out for them. Oh, wait a minute. Oh shoot, I gotta watch out for the dogs right here. There's no doggos? No doggos? Okay. I know where I'm at. Okay. Yeah. I almost hit this lady's dog. Dogs are not fun. Beware of dogs, new riders. Dogs, really look for dogs in neighborhoods like this. Dogs are scary. Dogs are not motorcyclists' friend. They really are not your friend. They like to chase you, and they're stupid, so they don't know better that it's bad for their health when they run out in front of a bike, and they don't know that it's bad for your health. Oh, wait a minute. Is this a dead end? I think there's a dead end up here. I don't quite remember. I do believe there's a dead end up here. Is there a dead end? I think there's a dead end. I'm about to find out. I know this road is quite bumpy, and my bag is still moving back and forth, so I should tighten it down a little bit more. $55, no problem. This bike can handle 55. Kind of tempted to put a 41 on the rear though. I have a 43 rear, but I want to put a 41 just to bring the RPMs down a little bit more. But if I do that, I will sacrifice the hill climbing on 4th gear, which means I would need 3rd gear to climb hills. So, like right now, it's starting to lose speed climbing this hill. I'm trying to stay on this side because there's some bumps on this side of the road. Not nice bumps, especially in the middle. And the cool thing is, you can do what the fuck ever you want to. You can do whatever you want to the bike, and if you break it, well, it's cheap. So if you break it, that's okay. I mean, it's probably gonna suck if you like the bike a lot. If you end up liking the bike, so I'm like, damn it, I broke it. Ah, what's wrong with me? Why? I've actually been there before. I've temporarily broke the DF250 just messing around with some engine mods, and I had to fix it. So yeah, I was doing some stuff to it, trying to get some extra beef out of it, and so I decided to send the parts back, get my refund, and say, nah, I'm gonna leave it alone. They're great bikes though. They really are. They're not bad. They're really nice bikes. Like my little Dong thing that I used to have, that my friend now owns. It's a great little bitty bike, man. I love that little bike. He was so fun. It was a great little motorcycle. It was a great joy and a blast to ride. It absolutely was. You know, I still miss that bike. It was such a really cool bike. It really was. You know, there's nothing wrong with going a Chinese motorcycle. They're much better and reliable than people really think. Because, you know, I've had that experience. I bought the cheapest fucking Chinese motorcycle out there. And I put 11,000 miles on it with no breakdowns other than the battery coming loose. That was it. And that's the only thing you really got to worry about, is making sure things are tight. And that's a good habit to people, you know. I really suggest that's a very nice habit. It's a very nice habit to have. So that's why I think Chinese motorcycles are perfect for noobs. They're just as fun as these. They might not be as good as in quality, but that's okay. You know, it's your first bike. It's a new bike. It's your beginner's motorcycle. It's something to get started on. That's why I think Chinese motorcycles are perfect to start on. They're just really good bikes. They really are. I love them. They're really nice. And there's another bike that I'm kind of curious to try out one day, is which one of the Lithium bikes. And there's a Benelli motorcycle that I want to try out. That's a 250. I'm trying to see if it's being sold in the US, but I have no idea. But if you want a high quality Chinese bike and you're like, I don't know, man, I still don't trust it, they could still have problems with it. I mean, in general, all motorcycles and cars and boats and trucks and whatever moving transportation machine, they all have mechanical problems and breakdown. That's a thing. So, you know, you should throw that out the window like, I'm gonna get problems with it. Don't worry about that. Drive, and if something breaks, do research and repair it. It's not that bad. Don't be scared to work on your motorcycle. It's best to know your skills, to get the skills to work on a motorcycle. Like, I really recommend, I can't speak today. I really recommend people to learn how to wrench. It's just the most important skills, because it saves you money. It really does save you a lot of money when it comes to not having to take it to a motorcycle shop. Plus, it brings down the percentage of you getting scammed, or, you know, them doing other things to your motorcycle without you knowing it, behind your back, and making you have to keep coming back to do repairs, and that extra coming out of your pocket. I don't think you want that now, do you? I'm gonna go right here just in case, because I've had a incident before. On roads like this, I park right beside that white line due to an experience one day, and on these roads, stopping there on directly on the road's not a good idea. Being completely past that white line's the smartest thing if you stop dead on a road like this, if it's not in an intersection, because your likelihood of getting rear-ended is pretty high, because people don't pay attention. They're stupid. But they're really good motorcycles, honestly. They're not that bad. They're super nice. Yeah, they're not so great in quality, but it's not that bad. They're great bikes. So, hey, if you're looking for a motorcycle and you want to go and start riding, you want to go start hold on a sec, just multitasking. So this guy's slowing down, that's a good thing. So if you want to start driving a motorcycle, and you really want to get into that thing, you know, you really want to get into that new hobby, or you don't have a car and you're looking to start to get a motorcycle because you can't afford a car, now do know that you want probably a bigger Chinese motorcycle. You could put a bag like this on it, a little bit bigger, if you're going to do that, and you can't afford a car and you need some wheels. Motorcycle's not a bad way to go, but do remember that motorcycles are not for everyone. They really are. They're not for everybody. So if you want to start riding, Chinese motorcycles are perfect. They're like, what could go wrong? I mean, like, go get one, man. And plus, you know, if you have a wife or a girlfriend that's like, hey, I don't want you to get a motorcycle because it's dangerous, look, you can do whatever you want, okay? Life is short. Life is really short. And if you want to get a motorcycle, talk to them, man. Be like, look, man, life is short and I really want to get into this hobby. And if maybe she's like, well, they're expensive, you know, well, show her like, prove to her, show her the motorcycle that you're getting. It's a couple grand, it's not that expensive, and tell her, you know, it's a great motorcycle to learn and begin on. And maybe she will let you get one, you know. Or maybe your mom and dad is definitely like, no, you can. Nice car, nice truck, dude. Oh, sweet truck. You know, your parents are like, nah, well, maybe you can do some reverse psychology a little bit. I don't know. Maybe you could be like, well, if I do good in class, you can let me keep my motorcycle if I do good in class. You know, if I do bad, you can take it away from me. But if I'm doing really good in school, we can do a deal. How about if I do good in school, you let me get a motorcycle? And if I do bad, well, you can take that away from me. You see what I mean here? You gotta be smart. But you still gotta respect your parents. If they say no, well, just when you turn 18, they can't do shit about it. But life is short. And if you want to get a bike and you want to start riding a motorcycle, go at it, man. Go out there, start it. It's a great experience. It really is. But it's not, I don't recommend it for everybody because it's dangerous. When people do stupid shit, they're fools. You know, they do stupid stuff. This traffic light is bad, dude. So that's kind of why I think motorcycles, the Chinese motorcycles, are the way to go. They're very inexpensive, and just like I said before, it ain't gonna hurt your bank. There's nothing to worry about. If you crash, it's okay. Don't give up. Don't give up if you crash, because if you give up, you're going to miss that amazing experience, because this is a lovely experience. Actually, I want to go this way. I don't know why I was about to do that. I don't know what that was on the road. That was interesting. Some weird rope looking stuff. They're not gonna hurt your bank. So if you crash, don't give up. You know, take the will, spend the money, repair it. Repair that motorcycle. Don't be scared. It's easy. Repair it, man. Go fix it. Learn how to wrench. You need to know how to wrench. That's the most important skills for all motorcyclists. You must know how to wrench. It'll be sad if you don't work on your own motorcycle. Plus, when you work on your own motorcycle, you're having a bonding moment. You're creating a friendship with your steed. You're creating a respect and trust that you're showing, hey, I love you. You're a great motorcycle. You know, you're showing the love to your motorcycle like you do with your car. If you respect your car, when you show your love to your vehicle, it's going to treat you right. It's going to get to you to where you need to go without problems. I mean, they're going, like, you know, humans get sick. We you know, you get the flu, or, you know, you just get sick. Like a car, that's them. They get sick or something, like they get a boo-boo and they're like, hey, I don't feel so good. That's just gonna happen. So that's why I think, you know, wrenching on your own motorcycle is a great skill. You're bonding with your motorcycle and you're getting more respect from your motorcycle. Your motorcycle will respect you more. And you must respect your motorcycle, because if you don't respect your motorcycle, oh, you know what's gonna happen if you don't. This, like, how many guys out there that has a car and is thinking about getting a motorcycle, but how many people out there that, you know, have disrespected their car and started to notice some problems happening? What is this guy doing? Oh, shoot. Gotta wait for this guy. I don't know what that dude was doing. But I'm just going around messing around anyways. Anyways, guys, I think that's all I have to say. I'm gonna have to wrap it up because I don't got long and I have to go to work. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please, I beg of you, all in your own choice, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to be uploading quite frequently, at least as much as I can. So I definitely, oh, he's got that gun right there, that speed gun. He radaring people, man. He getting people. He trying to find those speeders. Because it's a school zone, so he's trying to bust some people's. Okay, nice and clear on my left. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. That's why I think you guys should get a Chinese motorcycle as your beginner's bike. But you do want to go and upgrade in the future to a much nicer quality one, just like this guy right here. This is a really nice motorcycle. And there's nothing wrong with starting off in a Chinese bike. They will surprise you. Trust me, that little Chinese bike, your first bike you get, if you do get one, trust me, it will surprise you. It will surprise you. And the thing about Chinese bikes, another thing that's great, it teaches you to keep doing frequent, typical maintenance. Your everyday basic maintenance to keep it nice and going. You have to keep them in good check. You gotta, you know, that's all motorcycles, but that's the habit it teaches you. And that's perfect. That's great for noobs. That's why I think Chinese motorcycles are perfect for noob riders, beginner riders. So, if you think about riding and you know you are going to do it, let me tell you something. Please go do your research, because of MSF is closed in a lot of states for a while. Go do some research. Please get Moto Jitsu's book and Twist of the Wrist. Get MSF, the book, MSF book. Start out on and get yourself roadworthy and practice, man. Go buy you a Chinese bike. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Go buy you one. You will have to be careful, and you will have to be careful and find the perfect size. So you got to look at the seat height, you know. You got to check out that seat height, make sure it fits you. If you're a big person, well, I don't think Chinese bike will be too good. I mean, unfortunately, a Chinese bike isn't going to work out with everyone, because they're small bikes, because the people in their country, they're not very tall people. So hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But anyways, guys, I gotta wrap it up right here. Not so much of a long video, but I hope you guys enjoy. And remember, brothers and sisters, ride safe. And I hope you guys liked and enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. I have many more vlogs and videos coming out. I'm trying to improve my skill and doing some research to get better at editing. And I'm in general, you know, practice makes perfect. I'm in general trying to get better at a vlogger. So hey, I got more content coming out. Tomorrow's content, I'm going to think about it. I don't know what I'm going to start with. I'm going to talk about something I'm thinking about. I think I'm going to talk about how to start off, how to become motorcycle only, how to make it work out, or maybe I'll do a complete 100% review about this motorcycle. I have no idea. I have to think about it and come up with something that I can get some ideas for my tomorrow's vlog. So tomorrow I'm off work, and I will definitely have a nice vlog for you guys. So I don't know what I will have, but I will definitely have another vlog coming out. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Every day or every other day, or at least I'm going to try every day. And I'm not going to guarantee, but I know very frequently I'm going to be uploading new videos. Anyways, ride safe, brothers and sisters. Peace. I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one.